Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Relevant, and with the rank ladder resetting, I thought might as well do more than one episode of Road to Pirate King. To start off, I'm just going to be doing Old Reliable just to get a couple of berries under my belt. Uh, this is my list for OP8 Bonney. I'm not going to get too into it, but it's very similar to the old list, OP7. The only difference, obviously, you're playing 4 carrots now and I upped the number of Zoros. Obviously, with Black Gun, uh, you don't have to worry that much about Zoro dying, and also with Logon, you don't have to worry about just straight up losing the game before you can drop this guy. So he's very important in this meta now, especially in mirrors against all these slower decks. If Zoro survives, you're probably winning the game, so you definitely want to see this card. Outside of that, I'm not playing Rosinante, the 8-drop Rosinante. I did have another list of it with the Rosinante one. It's pretty good. The only thing I've noticed is that I don't feel like I need Rosinante to win a lot of matchups, pretty much all matchups. But there are some matchups that I feel like I need Kid to survive. Specifically, like Katakuri is one, the Mirror is another, but I'm gonna play it out a little bit more. Obviously, I haven't had that much time, but Rosinante, I think is pretty good. But I'm playing right now the kid version of it. So right now I'm at 51 mil. Obviously, that's including two different games I had on Bonney and Pudding. The Pudding will be uploaded a bit later. But without further ado, let's just get into it. All right, cool. Let's set this up. First game is against Pudding. I'm going to speed this up. Pudding is a very scary deck because it can ramp up to Big Mom, 10 drop. So the strategy that I found that helps a lot is you go first and you're very aggressive against Pudding. You gotta get them down to like pretty low life so that if they do drop the 10 drop, it's a little risky for them. But pretty much in the beginning of the game, maybe this is a bit too fast. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit, 1.5. Just played two searchers and just swung. He took both of them, and he's swinging at my life, leaving my searchers up, which I'm pretty okay with, honestly. So I have a ton of cards in my hand because he just left my searchers up, and I said like might as well just keep getting more cards, just keep searching, right? And normally what I do if he got rid of my searchers, I just swing sevens at his face. But I'm like, let's just grab more cards. If he's not going to swing at my Bonnies, might as well take advantage. He finally swings at the Bonnie. Lin Lin is a pretty good card, gets rid of my Cavendish and heals. And what do I do? My hand is just so big. I have like so many options. I don't even remember what I end up doing. Okay, I just start with a 5. I wonder what I'm thinking about here. Cavendish into Rogue into a search, and that's the thing. That kid right there, look at the size. I have 12 cards in my hand, and with 12 cards, the 8-drop kid is like it's GG. It's like curtains. You're not winning. The opponent is not like winning that game. If I drop 8-drop kid, and I have that many cards in my hand, I have a bunch of 2Ks. I have a bunch of blockers that I can protect. Sure, he Linlin's my second Cavendish, but that's okay. Uh, I just have way too much card advantage because he just left my units up beforehand. So I'm debating what to do. I think one option is playing the 5-drop Bonnie onto his Dawn, just so he can't 10-drop me. That might be what I do here. I can't really remember. And I have so much life that like I'm in absolutely no danger of losing the game. So I don't have to like develop blockers right now. I don't have to do anything crazy. I can just play very slow and a little greedy, honestly. Like I'm just straight up swinging 8 with the Uroj because I legit just do not care if it dies. I have 5 life right now. Swings with the Lin Lin. I just rest the other Lin Lin. He's gonna. I'm just gonna take that. Again, I have so many cards. in my hand. Um, I'm seeing if he baits the Sanji hit there, just so I can 10 drop, but I mean, this is just such a free 10 drop. At this point, it's looking really, really bad for him. Even if he 10 drops me, yeah, like that, it's not that big of a deal because I can just drop 8 drop kid. And like I said, with that many cards in hand, 8 drop kid is just like a death sentence. And I'm pretty sure I top drew the 2 drop Rosinante. So he pretty much just has no chance at this point. We're just gonna play really slow, just get some cards out of his life, cards out of his hand, and then here's the 8 drop kid and like GG, right? Like what is he gonna do? I just block with this, and I just have so many cards in my hand, so many 2Ks, so much counter. Even if he plays another one, it's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure I could just straight up go for game here, and I feel okay doing that because again I have that Eustace kid that protects my life, and this is just very methodical, very like just cut down, and this all happened because he just refused to swing at my Bonney searchers in the beginning of the game. If he had swung at them, who knows, maybe things would have gone differently. But because he didn't swing at them, I just drew so many cards that my Eustace kid was just like so broken at that point. And then I'm pretty sure I just swing 10 here and end the game. Yep, that's it. Alright. Move on to the next game. Is a mirror. I'm probably like the worst at playing mirrors. It's probably my weakest thing. So one thing I wanted to point out here in my first hand, opening hand, I did have Zoro, but that's pretty much it, right? I only have Zoro. I have no other playable cards, so I just decided to mulligan, and this hand is absolutely cracked. Like, this is the craziest hand ever, especially going first. You have Bonney into Cavendish into Hody into Zoro. Like, you legitimately cannot ask for a better hand. And I'm starving because you're playing 3 Zoros, you're bound to draw one. You want to not give your opponent resources in this matchup. So that's pretty much what's going on. I'm debating if I want to swing with the Cavendish and get the Dawn back, or if I want to guarantee a kill and swing with the Hody. I think I end up swinging with the Hody because there's no point in me getting Dawn back, especially if he has his own Hody, so I just say, forget it. Let's just kill one of the Urogs and see what happens. Don't remember what he plays here. Nope, okay, he's just gonna go for the Hody Jones. I say fine, take it. And, you know, Zoro, pass. I don't want to attack. Hody is really strong here, but I had the counter in my hand, luckily. So now I can just swing aggressively into that Hody Jones. So I don't use my restand. He rests the Cavendish. I say fine. I'm just gonna restand the Zoro just so he can't swing into it, and just play the Basil. While he has a Hody of himself, he's going to try and kill it again, but again I have a 2k. I want to save the Urog, so I just double 2k. I don't think it's that big of a deal. This is zoom in, but that's okay. Yeah, again, just trying to get cards out of his hand. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter what he does. I have a lot of good units on board. Swing 7, and then I'm pretty sure I just put everything on the Basil. Yeah, I swing 10, and then just Urog. And at this point, like, I'm just straight up winning the game. He plays his 3rd Hody Jones, which is pretty crazy. But it doesn't really matter because I had Zoro and he didn't, right? So, yeah, at this point, that's just straight up GG, man. Like, you just cannot do anything at this point. I'm just gonna go for board because if I go for board, he just loses. And again, I don't know what there even is to talk about at this point. I'm just trying to wreck him at this point. He can't really win. Doing a little bit of math, swing 10, and then I can swing the rest with Bonney, and then that's game. Never mind, I lied. That's not game. But yeah, that is basically game. So yeah, I had a pretty disgusting hand. Uh, this is a little less of a disgusting hand. Uh, C Moose, I've played him a bunch. He's a very good player. Again, this hand I had Zoro, so I decided to keep it. And we're just going to run through. Luckily, I drew the Bonney, which I just used search. I wonder if I just grab another Bonney. I do. And then again, I'm not attacking because I don't want to give him more resources. He obviously swings into my Bonney. And I think I can just take the game very slow right now. Yeah, I was counting the Dawn there. I played it because he can't Hody, so my Bonney is pretty safe here to play. Swings 8, I'm just going to take that because that's just free cards in my hand. I don't know what I'm doing here. Why am I taking so long? But, oh, he just passes with 3 up. That's pretty unlucky. He didn't have a better play to do. So yeah, I'm going to grab 8-drop Kid. That card is really cracked in this matchup in the mirror. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Obviously, next turn we're playing Zoro. He swings. I just take the free block. Because if he was going to play Hody, he probably would have played it first. Rosinante into Carrot. Yeah, that's the one thing. So now I'm debating. I'm like, do I just play Hody Jones and kill the Carrot? But I think I go the other route and just play Zoro because I'm like 100% sure that's the better play. Just play Zoro, pass, and I'm pretty sure he's just going to play his own Zoro and pass as well. And that's exactly what happens. Luckily, I have Hody Jones. And here, I actually don't know if that's right. I rest the Dawn, and then I rest the Zoro. Which, again, I have no idea if that's actually the correct play. And if I'm being honest, I think it's the wrong play. I should have rested either the Carrot or the Rosinante and got, free kills on either of those. And then just started blitzing his life. That's what I should have done. But I rested the Zoro. I'm pretty sure that's correct. But what I did is wrong. I rested the Zoro and just swung twice with the Zoro. Got 2 cards out of his hand. But if I had done the other way, I would have guaranteed a kill on one of his units. Because, like, the Zoro's not dying, right? Like, I can swing 3 times. The Zoro is not dying. So it's kind of a waste to rest the Zoro there. I should have rested, like, the Carrot and just killed the Carrot and then just blitzed his life down. That's definitely the right play, but luckily I didn't get punished too hard for it. I'm not going to rest the Zoro because I don't want it to die for free. I'm going to make him have Hody Jones if he wants to try and kill it. So yeah, outside of that one misplay that I made, I think I'm playing this very correctly. And just waiting for him to do something. Up, he plays Carrot. I just rest the Zoro. That's 1 attack less that he has. And if that's the case, he can't play 10-drop anymore either. Because then his Zoro is very vulnerable. So let's see what he does. I can't really remember, to be honest. Swings on my Uroj. I say fine. I'm pretty sure I don't count this, man. Never mind, I'm a liar. I counter it because I'm fully expecting him to play 10-drop here at this point, but he doesn't. At this point, I'm just committed to saving the Uroj. And let's see what he does here. Okay, he plays another Carrot into Urog, which is fine. And I top drew a 10-drop, which is really nasty, which is really good for me. And I think what I do is I kill 1 unit and then play the 10-drop. Let's see if that is what I'm doing. I am sure taking my time thinking about the play. my time. Let's speed it up. God damn, what am I thinking about, man? Okay, I swing at the carrot then. He's debating on if he wants to counter. He doesn't counter. So, okay, that is what was going on. So I swung at the carrot, and he rests my Urog. And after he does that, I say, wait a minute. I have 2 more swings with Zoro now. So instead of playing 10 drop, I say, let me just get the Zoro back up, and then to just kill his Zoro, because if I have a Zoro he doesn't, I win. And that's exactly what I do. And 2 times I accidentally put it on my goddamn leader, because I'm a tweak. Put it on Zoro. Leave 1 up to restand him, because he's going to block with the Urog. And then we're going to just swing again, and he has to take this, unless... Yeah, he doesn't have the counter for that. So, yeah, I'll pass. I wonder why I didn't swing at his life. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't swing at his life, but I just pass, and let's just see what he does here. He goes for my Zoro. I don't have the counter to save him. He swings at my Uroj, plays a Rosinante, and I'm pretty sure that's just it. I swing at face. I wonder what. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play 10 drop. That's why. I swing at face, and then I just 10 drop, and at this point, it's looking pretty tough for him. He plays his own, which is probably the best case scenario for him, actually. I have 3 life, so he has to hit me 4 times, which is a very tall task. He can't really do it, honestly. So I think I just play 8 drop here, or maybe I play the Hawkins. I can't remember. I definitely swing at a board. Maybe swing at that carrot, and then develop something. Yeah, I think I'm just getting ready to play that Basil. Yep. Play Basil. Realistically, if you had Hody Jones, I technically could have lost. But I'm bound to get some sort of counter or something. Oh, never mind. We'll find out if I get some counter or something. He ends up going for my board, though. I feel like he probably should have just gone for game, because that's like the only way he could win. Not necessarily. If he cleared my board, he could have won. That's actually fair. 11 at life, he's gonna rest the Basil, and then I put everything on and swing, and that would do it. Oh my god, never mind. He countered everything. Yeah, that's actually pretty hilarious. He countered everything. He had the counter, but that's okay. I'm just going to swing 5 at life and just play like the 8 drop. I just don't see him ending the game. Again, if he had another Hody, he could have done it, but luckily he didn't. Last game, another green deck. This time it's Carrot. Carrot, I think, is just a worse version of Bonney, but Carrot is actually very, very annoying to deal with, because she can just rest your units for free. So in the beginning, I thought I would probably play this deck, play against Carrot like it's Bonney and starve. But that strategy doesn't work, because she can just rest your units and just swing at them. So you kind of have to go for her life, which I realized very quickly, because I realized, hey, oh yeah, if I don't swing here, he can just arrest my Cavendish and kill it. So I start swinging. They're just free, rest my 5 drop for free. It's honestly pretty crazy, and a bunch of Dom manipulation going on here. It's actually like if Bonney didn't exist, Carrot would be like a very, very, very good deck. Very good green deck. But unfortunately, if you're playing green, might as well just play Bonney because she's just better. But Carrot is also very good, not gonna lie. I didn't want to take that block with Basil because I didn't want it to get rested. Because there's all this deck does is just rest your stuff. It's kind of crazy. I'm at 9, so I'm just gonna play Zoro and pass. I don't really care if I don't have a Dawn up to rest one of his units. I have 4 life. It's not that big of a deal, and I have a good amount of counters, so he's going to try and kill my Cavendish. I'm going to try and protect it as best as I can. He also has Zoro, so 7. Take the 2. Let's see what's going on. What do I end up doing? I'm pretty sure I just try clearing the board. Nope. I just play the Carrot. Freeze the Bonney. He activates Pedro. Pedro kills my Cavendish. Not a big deal. He did his job. He gave me my Dawn back. And then, you know, just very slowly, methodically, whittling him down. Wow, he is going to take that. I'm just going to go ahead and play another blocker. Rosinante and pass. He has no life. I have all the life, but he has a bunch of cards in his hand. To be fair, he plays the Izo to rest the Rosinante. That doesn't really do anything because, well, it protects. Yeah, that's fair. I guess Rosinante protects the Zoro, but if he rests it, then he can swing at my life for free. Fine, that's fair. So, either way, he swings, but I hit Electric Luna off life to rest one of his units, and that's it. Let's see if anything else that I saw that is pretty special here. Not really, he just tried to go for game. Yeah, nothing much. But yeah, overall, those are the games, guys. I will try to upload the pudding games that I played up next. Let me know if there's some decks that you guys want to see. If not, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.